Well, and this is what's so crazy. I'm so glad you say this because I came from the offline world, and I don't think even a lot of my listeners know that I worked with plumbing companies and landscaping companies and hardcore, no way online. This was, 10 years ago. But when we look at the online mentality, they think this is easier, this is sexier, this is whatever. And I'm like, it is still business. People, we can cross pollinate online tactics and offline tactics. This is not, it's all business. So I so appreciate you saying that. And my team is not in Austin. They're in all over the place, Houston and Wisconsin and all sorts of stuff. We've looked in Austin for sure. But I want to get back to the question on beginner's mind because I find that really interesting. So when you have this vision, when you've really gone through the dreaming room process, right? And you've got it, how do we keep reminding ourselves? Do you meditate on it? Do you actually visualize it in your mind? What are the things to keep reminding yourself over and over? You put it on the wall, yes, but sometimes things just sort of blend into the background, right? So how do we keep this up so we're living by these principles?
The system operates in accordance with standards. Mm-hmm. There are standards.
Okay.
It's called, this is a standard. This is a rule of the game. There are rules of the game in great growing companies. There are no rules of the game in little someone doing something little. None. And so most people who are attracted to no rules never get anywhere. Do you understand? They never get anywhere because they're actually resistant to being controlled. So they think of rules as being controlled by it.
Yep.
So they're outer directed rather than inner directed. They're not moved to grow for someone else. They're moved to get for themselves. I want to shift you from moved to get for ourselves to moved to create for everyone else. And if I'm moved to create for everyone else, I'm going to have to bring rules to the game. I'm going to have to bring standards to the game because nobody gets something without giving something. Ever, ever, ever. It's a rule. There's also a rule called global, local. Local, global. You can't go global unless you've done local. And by local, I mean brick and mortar. I mean local. I mean right here in the neighborhood, Jaime. I mean right next door. Let me tell you a little story. Company really, really, really grew. And they grew by sending direct salespeople out on the street, calling on small business. And they called on small business. They invite them to a seminar. And that seminar was free. It was called Key Frustrations in a Small and Growing Business and What to Do About It. And that 3-hour seminar was for owners only. Nobody else could come unless it was a partner of the owner. But it was owners only. And what happened in that seminar is a secret. What happened in that seminar was everybody's mind was blown. What happened in that seminar was something so remarkable that that small company starting out with guys on the street knocking on doors grew and grew and grew and grew. And then they forgot about going down the street. Then what they started to do was to email. And then what they started to do was to become an info marketer. And then what happened is they stopped growing and growing and growing because the heart bled out.